Apache Hive 1.2.0 on a single node Hadoop cluster. Here in this cluster we have installed Hadoop version is 2.6.0 on this Ubuntu 15.04 version. It's a desktop edition. So we'll be working on installation of Apache Hive 1.2.0, which is being released just 3 days before, that's 15th May, and we will be working on installation of this version of Apache Hive on the single node Hadoop cluster. So let's get started. So first step, we will be moving towards our downloads folder. And so first we'll be moving our appropriate directory. So we need to move first with we need to go first our appropriate directory where we can start the download of this latest package. So we would be starting first of all downloading the latest Hive package from an Apache mirror. So we are using wget for this, and we are downloading from one of the convenient Apache mirror, that's mirror.reverse.net /pub /apache /hive /hive 1.2.0 /Apache Hive 1.2.0 hyphen bin tar.gz. So let's download it first. Alright, so we have completed the downloading option, and after downloading operations, let's proceed with the extraction. So we have already the Hive package 1.2.0 which we have just downloaded. So let's go for the extraction. So for extraction, you'd go for normal tar.gz extraction. So you type sudo tar-xvf and then the file name Apache Hive 1.2.0 bin tar.gz. So this command would go ahead and extract the respective Hive compressed package. So after extraction, you'd be able to see that the package is being the extracted folder, which is named as Apache Hive 1.2.0-bin. Now next we need to move this folder, the extracted folder, into the local Linux directory. So for that purpose, we need to first make it rename the folder. So we need to type sudo mb Apache Hive 1.2.0 bin to simply name as Hive. So after doing this, if we check that how the folders looks like, so the folder is being renamed as Hive, we'll be able to see. Next we move this folder, the respective Hive folder, into the local Linux directory. So we need to make again a move Hive to user local Hive, and that's all. So if we make an ls, if we check, so we'll be able to see that the Hive folder has been moved already to the respective location. Next, we need to update the bash, the environment settings, to add the Hive class path. So we need to open bash rc with a standard text editor. So here inside bash rc, we need to add the settings for Hive, respective settings for Hive. So we just need to add export path as the class path of Hive, and then the path for local Hive directory. That's all. Now we can save and exit the bash script. After saving and exit, after saving the bash script, the next task is basically to apply the settings. So we need to make a source bash rc command, source bash rc so to apply the settings over the environment settings. And after that, we need to, next we can simply type Hive in the command line to open the Hive shell. So in this step, actually the Hive metastore would go ahead and it would start to provision, and basically the installation is pretty simple. But in normal case, Hive runs on your workstation and converts your SQL query into a series of jobs that's for execution on a Hadoop cluster. So as we all know, Hive organizes the data into the tables, which provides a means for attaching the structure to data into HDFS, metadata such as table schemas that's being stored into a database called metastore. So whenever we are starting the Hive shell, it is convenient to run the metastore in your local machine. So basically right now the metastore would go ahead and execute. By default the metastore is actually built on the default Derby database, but of course you can change the metastore from default Derby database to MySQL as well. Make sure that when you are executing the Hive, you are running it for the first time, so make sure that your Hadoop services all are running. So if your Hadoop services are not running after booting, or if anyway Hadoop services are stopped, so you will get the exceptions like this. That's Java.NET Connect exception. So make sure that your Hadoop services are always running. So for this step, we would first of all check about our Hadoop services if they are running or not. So it's true, same thing, the Hadoop services are not running. So I need to start it. So to start the Hadoop services, what I need to do, I need to go inside the datanode directory, and if datanode is okay, then again I need to move inside the namenode directory. And inside the name node, if I check the data node as well, and inside the data node I have a directory called current, and I need to delete the old version file in order to avoid the situations like data node is not starting up because of the existence of the old edit logs, fs images files, and holding the previous state. So I need to delete this version file, old version file, and after that I'm good to go to format the name node. And once I've formatted the name node, I'm good to go to start with Hadoop services. So first I'm going to start file system services, the HDFS. And next I need to start the yarn services, yarn and MapReduce. And now we can check that all of our Hadoop services are running or not with the JPS command. Yes, of course, all the Hadoop services are running. Name node, secondary name node, data node, node manager, and resource manager, because since we have the installed Hadoop edition of this cluster is 2.6.0. So next what I need to do, now we can start the Hive services. So just type Hive in the command line shell and check that if the Hive metastore is going to start or not. So actually the metastore is the central repository of the Hive metadata. The metadata actually that's about the actual data about the data that we are storing about the data in Hive tables. So the metastore is divided into the two pieces. One is a service and another is the backing store for the data. So by default the metastore service that runs in the same JVM that needs to be as a Hive services is being running, and it contains an embedded Derby database instance which should be backed by the local disk, and it's actually called also the embedded metastore configuration. So using an embedded metastore, it's a simple way to get started with Hive. So we have just started with Hive. So let's just take a look with a very quick demo of a simple Hive table. So let me go ahead and start with a simple Hive table. called I'm just creating first of all an internal table, a managed table for this demo. So I'm just going to start with a simple table, simple internal managed table called records, and I'm taking the data type as year. I have a schema. Data type could be string, and another schema called temperature, which could be type of integer, and I have a schema called quality, which is a type of integer. Next, I need to specify the row format delimited fields. Since it's an internal table, so I don't need to select specifically the lines terminated by, stored as text file. That's I don't need to specify in the query right now, because since it's just a testing query, and I'm creating a managed table. So row format delimited fields terminated by /t . That's all. Right, so my table has created, and if I'm checking with show tables command, I'll be able to see that my records table is already there. So that's a process by which we can import data. We can create tables into Hive. And next also what you can do is basically we can also take some sample data as well. So that's something we could be able to download from internet or any other sources. So basically there are a lot of sample data being available, so from temperature, weather, geographical data, sensor data. So you can take out normal data from various internet based resources that is being available, some sample data, and check out the Hive queries like this. So that was the process of installation of Apache Hive 1.2.0. It's one of the most latest package of Apache Hive, just released 3 days back on May 15th, and we have just started to deploy it and started to work over it already. And after Hive 0.14, 1.0, 1.1, this is the latest package that just have released. So enjoy and explore further on this Hive. So in next demo probably we'll cover much more on this. Thanks for watching.